Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is Thursday, September 24th, 2015, and today is Thursday. So we got a couple of things coming up in the economic calendar. First thing, 10 a.m. Euro number coming out, German IFO, business climate change. That's more of an inflationary number. Then at 11:15 South African time, you have a targeted LTRO number coming out. Not sure if that's going to make that much of a play. And then 2:30 USD numbers, core durable good orders, and unemployment claims, weekly unemployment claims, that is. And then 11 p.m. this evening, we have Fed Chairman Yellen speaking. That's 11 p.m. South African time. Okay, well, we've got things are kind of trading sideways right now, as you can see. This is the Euro USD. We retraced back from this 114 level. Okay, and that was anticipated. So it's a pretty big move for the Euro USD, about 300 pips right here on the retracement side. But what I love about this is that if you look at the lines, it's trading technically. Okay, there's no reason why you can't trade these technicals here. And as you can see, every time it hits a certain level, and let's highlight it. Okay, every time it hits a certain level, it retraces, and that's really what it's all about. Okay, right here we have one. Okay, let's maybe right here we have one, right here we have two, three. Okay, the only one time that we breached it is this 116 level, but this was more a panic sell with the Dow Jones selling over 2,000 points. So all in all, it's trading in a range. Okay, and this 114 level is actually becoming a major threshold for the Euro USD. On the downside, 111 is also becoming a major threshold. I think we're going to be trading sideways for the while. So if you pick up the extremities, buy low, sell high, and then short high, cover low, you'll be okay. Okay, I think that's the play to be. So right now we're at the bottom of the range, bounced, but we're at the bottom of the range. So if you're able to pick up and see, just pick up a little bit of the Euro USD and see if it works towards your way, you could keep an eye on it. Looking at, let's look at some of the other currencies to see what's going on. Let's look at the GBP Japanese yen. GBP Japanese yen sold off tremendously over the past couple of weeks, as you can see here. Hit its highs of 196 and then faltered all the way to 183. Right now we are trading in a range, and you see that. Okay, after a big sell-off, you had a little bit correction, and then the counter correction, and that's exactly what's going on here. Looking at a resistance level right here, a 187-ish level, a support level of excuse me, 180 level. So I believe we'll be trading between these two levels. Right now we're in the middle, but set up alerts. Okay, as soon as they breach these levels, it'd be interesting to see what happens. Looking at the Dow Jones. Okay, Dow Jones has been very, very, very weak. Okay, and as you can see here, we mentioned this even almost 3 months ago, that there would be a sell-off in the fall, and sure enough, it happened a little bit earlier than I expected. It happened at the end of August. Okay, we can't be perfect on everything in life. I'm sorry to have missed it myself, but we're trading at 16,191-ish level. These are the futures, as you can see here, 16,148, and we're at the bottom of the range. I think we're going to be range bound for another week or so, and then I think we're going to falter further. There's nothing really, saying to me buy. Okay, what is strong is the stocks, so it's kind of interesting. The markets are weak, but the stocks are strong. So I'm not sure what to gather with that. Looking at Apple, it's trading at 114. Looking at Microsoft, some of the big bellwethers in the United States, they're still they're still strong. So it's a little bit misdirectional, okay, because the futures are weak, but the stocks are strong relatively. They sold off, but that was that was something that was anticipated. So let's see what happens going into October. October is normally a very bearish month, so keep that in mind for the Dow Jones. Looking at oil, Well, it's just trading in the middle of the range. You see, we had anticipated that it would falter right here at this level of 44, and it didn't. It held the line, okay, and then broke out. So at this stage, maybe this line isn't relevant anymore, and now we have to look at a separate line. So, maybe if it's excuse me, maybe if it's if we just do something like this, 1 second, you know, maybe we'll do something like this instead. So that needs to be seen. Let's see if this does, does this develop into somewhat of a bearish wedge, and keep an eye on it. Okay, it's trading right in the middle. Okay, low is 38. It's bounced to 50 at one point, 49, and right now it's at $45 a barrel. So keep an eye on it and see where it's going to go continuously. And, it might trade sideways for a little while, which I anticipate. But, if you buy the bottom, sell the top, it'll be okay. Looking at the DAX right here, we finally broke this 10,000 level, and we're below it. Okay, and that's a major threshold. I think right now we're at a major threshold. Let's see if we keep this line right here. And if we don't keep this line right here and we continue going down, then we should certainly see 86.96. Okay, this is definitely a big sell-off for the DAX. Looking at gold, gold rallied nicely because the markets are selling off. As you can see here, this is, as the markets were selling off, we rallied to 1164. We retraced down to 1100, and now we're somewhere in the middle on the 1134. I think that there's a little bit of a threshold at this 1138 number, a resistance level. If we do not break it out, then maybe we'll see, retracements in gold and a bullish sentiment in the markets, and that might just happen. It's a very queer thing to happen, but that just might happen. Looking at the USD CAD, finally broke this 30 level. Okay, if you remember, I spoke about this last time at 1.27, and then we rallied to about 1130, and then now it's breaking an eye with a candle. Okay, so that's a major threshold for the Canadian dollar. Okay, it's getting weaker against the dollar, and at this stage, we can really hit 137. There's nothing holding us off between now and January. So let's see how that comes out and how that plays out. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.